Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tech with Yashwant. So this is the fourth video in mastering Amazon Bedrock AgentCore, and we are following Hello Agent IPY notebook. Okay, but before that we need to set the context for this video. Like I mentioned in the beginning, this is the fourth video. We are not actually going to create the production ready agent, but we will try to understand what is Strands, how exactly we can use Strands to develop AI agent. Simple one. You can consider this as a hello world program, right? So to get started with AI. This is very crucial in order to build more production ready agents. So that is why I'm stressing more on this. So in the coming lectures, we will add more and more complexities and deal with different parts of the use cases and try to develop one single agent which can help us understand the agent's creation from scratch till production. So like I mentioned, we are also going to use something called a Strands Framework. So Strands is a framework which is developed by AWS or Amazon, and it's open source right now. And there are a lot of things, examples, all the things are given to you so that you can get started. So for this course, we are also going to concentrate on building agents with Strands. So the examples are completely provided here. And I'm also going to use some of the examples which are already provided by AWS. So like I mentioned, I'm going to use this. If you haven't cloned my repository, go ahead and clone this repository. I will also make sure to provide this in the description. And also, if you have not checked the prerequisites video that I've created, please consider watching that before coming to this video, because that is required in order to proceed in this video, right? And make sure to watch this entire playlist completely in order to get more hands-on with Amazon Bedrock AgentCore. With that being said, we will use the Model 1 notebook in this particular video. Okay, so I've already cloned that on my local machine, and this is what it is. So firstly, let us understand what is the context for this video and what is Strands in general. So this notebook that I've developed is a simple notebook which is going to use Strands agent. There are no tools, no memory, no hooks, and it is just a model with a message. Then don't comment saying that it's just not even an agent, it is just a model that you're calling. I understand that, but I like I mentioned, this is a hello world agent that we are creating. Going forward, we will integrate it with tools, gateways, memories, and a lot of other things, right? So a lot of other things are planned. So watch till the end of the playlist. Okay. Now, firstly, let's understand what is Strands. Strands agent is an open source SDK by AWS, and it lets you build AI agents with minimal boilerplate template. If you have used SAM templates before, this is similar to SAM templates, but in order to build AI agent. Under the hood, it manages all the conversation looks. For example, you as a person or a user is interacting with LLM, and the LLM will use a particular tool which is required, comparing with whatever the user is asking, and it will send the result back to the model, and model will give the response to you. So these things are being managed by the framework itself, so you don't have to worry, and it handles tool calling automatically. So we will go in depth about this in upcoming videos, so hold on. Integrates with Amazon Bedrock models. So like I mentioned, if you have configured the access to AWS account, like we discussed in the prerequisites video, by default, even if you do not mention what the model you are going to use, it will go ahead and call the Bedrock models which are by default available. So that way, it makes easier for you to manage one single API. You don't have to hard code the API key in order to get started with the model. That's how simple it is. Now, it also integrates and provides hooks for lifecycle events. We will talk about this as well. And the core primitive is agent class. That is what makes AgentCore different from other things, right? So we will understand Strands very basics, just like Hello World, and then we will deal with agent, because this is one of the principles in order to go ahead and build the agents, right? So firstly, let us go ahead and install the requirement.txt. So what are all the requirements? So if you see here, file here, Bota 3, which is going to help you interact with AWS, which is an AWS SDK, Python.env, which loads environment variables from your .env files. Although I'm not using it, in future I might use it, so I've already imported that. And agents, Strands agent, this is the framework that we are installing, and this is the Bedrock AgentCore SDK that we are installing. This is a starter toolkit which is required in order to work with AgentCore. Okay, so these are all the things that we're installing on the machine. So I'll open the notebook here. Now let's go ahead and run this notebook. So it says the packages are already there. So because I've already run this, I'm using UV, but feel free to use any of the package manager. So it's using Python 3.10, and if you want to use any other things, you can do that. This is an important cell, right? So just 3 lines of code is helping you to create the agent, right? So that's why I'm stressing Strands is very simple. It gives you all the boilerplate template in order to get started and building agents. So if you see here, from Strands, we are importing agent. That is very important in order to build an agent. That is straightforward. Here, I'm creating the simplest possible agent by just calling that class. By default, remember this, if you do not specify model here in agent, it will go ahead and use Claude 3.7 Sonnet via Amazon Bedrock. So this version might change and the model can change in future too. But as of this recording, if I am not mentioning any model inside the agent, it will by default use Claude Sonnet via Amazon Bedrock. How it is accessing Amazon Bedrock? That is where the prerequisites video comes into the play. So go ahead and watch the prerequisite video because we have configured everything that is helping us to proceed with this. Now you have already called the agent class. Now what next? Just call that class or invoke that class just like calling a function and you're good. That is what these 3 lines of code is helping you to create the agent. So from Strands, I'm importing agent, creating the simplest possible agent here, and I'm invoking it here. So what am I asking? Who are you and what you can do? So just go ahead and run this and see what it responds. You see this? Hello, I'm Claude, an AI assistant created by Anthropic. I'm here to help you with wide variety of tasks through conversation. So of course, I'm not going to read entire response, but you can take a look at it and you can use different models too. I'll show you how to configure that. So hold on till the very end. So that's it. One import, one object, and one call. Now we can, like I mentioned, you can actually call or use a particular model. You can specify any Bedrock model using its core region and inference profile ID. But if you want to use this for a model which is running on your local machine, of course you will get the localhost URL, right? So just paste that URL here and use it. That's how simple it is to develop the model or the agent using the model that is running on the local machine. But I have used Anthropic Claude 3.5 Haiku, which is a simpler one, and I'm calling that here. Remember in the first cell, we just instantiated the class here, agent. And here, if you see, I'm also specifying model inside that class. So it is just like function calling, and I'm asking an agent what is 2 plus 2, answer in 1 cent. So let's go ahead and run this. Says 2 plus 2 is equals to 4, right? So that's how simple it is. Now, I want you to understand one more thing, which is multi-turn conversation. So the agent keeps the conversation history automatically. So each call that you make to agent, this one, you see this, continues the same thread. Here, if you observe, I've called agent and I'm saying my name is Yashwant, and I'm calling the same agent and I say that I live in India. I run a YouTube channel called Tech with Yashwant, so please consider subscribing. And if I just go ahead and run this, it will remember the details that I've shared in both the agent call, right? So let me just show you that by running this. See here, it says, hello Yashwant, it's nice to meet you. How are you doing today? That sounds great, Yashwant. I appreciate you sharing information about yourself. So I'm also asking, what do you know about me so far? So it says that your name is Yashwant, you live in India, and you run a YouTube channel called Tech with Yashwant. Your channel appears to be focused on technology content, which is really great. So would you like me to tell more about yourself or your YouTube channel? If that is the scenario, if I give access to the web browser, it will go ahead and make the tool call to the web browser and gets the details. So we are not doing that right here. We will continue doing that in the further session. Okay. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now let us go ahead and look at the messages that agent has accumulated so far. Okay. So I'm just calling the for loop here and I'm calling the role. The content, basically content is a list of content blocks, right? So that the model has accumulated. So if I just run this, it will give you the blocks, what user has told, what agent has responded. What user has told, what agent has responded. So if you see here, user is saying my name is Yashwant, and assistant says that, hello Yashwant, it's nice to meet you, and how are you doing today? And user again says that I live in India and I run a YouTube channel Tech with Yashwant, please consider subscribing. And the agent responded saying that sounds great, Yashwant, and I appreciate you sharing the information about your YouTube channel. So I'm just limiting the response here. That's why you're not saying the full response, but you can actually go ahead and do that too. Okay, so that's how it is simple to create this agent. And some of the key takeaways for you to take along with this video is agent is all you need to get started. So this one is all you need to get started with agent creation. And then if you pass model is equal to and the model ID, that model will be considered for you to work along. You don't need to pass the API keys. That's very important because it's going to use Bedrock, and under the hood, if you provide access to Bedrock for the profile that you have created on the CLI, it's going to use that credentials to interact with Bedrock module. And calling agent continues the conversation. So we displayed that here. If you call agent multiple times in the same session, it is going to continue the conversation. Next, agent.messages holds the full history. You see here, agent.messages, it holds the full history of the conversation that you made with the model. So that's important. And in the next video, we will talk about AgentCore Runtime. We will go in deep about it. I'm sure like you have watched the introduction video where I've covered a slight gist of what is AgentCore. But in the next video, we will dive deep into the AgentCore runtime, understand why is it required, why AWS developed it, and then have a hands-on session just after that theory part. So I'll go by this way. First, we will cover theory and then we will have the hands-on. Do let me know how can I make it more interactive, and also I will have a quiz at the end, just one quiz for all the videos that you're watching. So we will have one takeaway from the video. That's the whole agenda. So after watching this video, I request you to take that quiz and answer this, and do not use anything. If you do not find the answer, go rewatch the same video. The quiz will be based on what we will be covering in the video itself. Okay. So if that being said, I forgot one more thing to tell you about this model, right? So how do you get the model ID? So I leave that quiz to you, or leave that puzzle to you. You Google it, you search how do I get the model ID from Amazon Bedrock, and how do I add that in my code. So I'll wait for your response. I'll see how that goes, and until then, take care.